34-year-old, 34 years of age. He is a Spanish player that was born in Stuttgart, Germany, and he's a Spanish football player that plays for Real Madrid but is on loan from Espanyol. And yesterday night, he went ahead to score a brace that saw Madrid level up to Bayern Munich, that had already gone ahead to score one goal through Alphonso Davies, and then later he scored a winner in a space of like 3 minutes, and that's why he's the talk of town. But the side of Man United is really linked to the player, 34-year-old, and it said from Matteo Morato that Man United have gone ahead to obviously hold talks with the team of Real Madrid and his agent to see to it that they sign him in the summer. Welcome to the United Matters channel. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Secondly, Fabrizio Romano has something to say about Erik ten Hag, and then the man known as the goalkeeper of Man United, who goes by the names of Andre Onana, has gone ahead to obviously do some charity projects that we need to obviously be talking about in here. 300 likes on this video. Continue to subscribe to see to it that all goes well, and we thank God for the gift of life, the Muslims. Barakallahu fikum, the Christians, we cover only the precious blood of Jesus Christ, and continue to subscribe to this channel. Joselu has been one of those that have gone ahead to obviously make news, and the story has gone ahead to be put out by Matteo Moreto that Man United have held talks with the agent of Real Madrid striker Joselu. The player's priority is to stay at Real Madrid. Now, this guy is 34 years of age. Why I come out and really refute this story on the start is because the age. I think Manchester United has gone ahead to go past signing players of 30 plus years of age. It's not in the juridics, it's not in the plans of Ineos to obviously sign a player of that age at the club of Man United. He has gone ahead to score those goals, but again, however much he's going to score those goals, I don't really fancy him to come through and really play for the club of Man United. And why should he come to play? What's the reason of him coming in here to play any game of football with the club of Man United? Because if you're having Rasmus Højlund, I wouldn't like to see a player who is 30 years plus. If we want to get in an experienced striker, we need a striker of like 25, 26 years of age at most. But why should a club like Man United go out for a player who is 34 years of age to come in through and really act in as an experienced player to lead the line? I doubt that. And if you're Manchester United and you feel like you don't have enough money, why don't you do what Arsenal went ahead to do? Like getting in a player like a Kai Havertz, like of player who can lead the line and play in the midfield. You look out for a player who is really more dynamic to come in through and obviously do the job for the club of Manchester United. I would at any one point go in for a player who is dynamic, can lead the line and can play wide. You get? Players like if I look and get a player like Antoine Martial, I'm not saying that we should keep Antoine Martial. I'm saying if we can get in a player like Antoine Martial who can play off the left and he can play in the center, I think that can act well for the club of Man United, and it can give us better and better results as this side of Manchester United. So for me, I'm very, very, very disappointed that people like Matteo Morato are really looking at Man United. Are really putting such a story out, and we know that all the people that would have gone ahead to really look through to obviously sign Joselu are really out of the club. Obviously, we know that people like Richard Arnold would have gone ahead to give this move a go. The other person that would have gone ahead to give it a go would have gone ahead to be what's the name of the guy? Would have gone ahead to be John Mata. They would have gone ahead to do such. But I tell you, there is no chance for that at Man United. I really quote the words of Sir Jim Ratcliffe. He hates going in for already made products and old people. His plan is to really get in young prospective players that are going to really build a huge DNA at the club of Man United. Players like Olise, players like Todibo, players like Gerard Braithwaite, players like Benjamin Sheshko, you understand, Frimpong. New crop of players, young, but with a high ceiling, such that they operate under a manager that can obviously improve them and really become better players. So, if you're outside there and you're interested in Joselu because of the brace that's going to hit to score, then football is not meant for you and you're not ready for the project of Man United that Ineos is really having to bring to us. And Joselu, this season, he has played 10 Champions League games, scored 5 goals. La Liga, 32 games, 9 goals. The Super Copa de España, 2 games, 1 goal and 1 assist. So he has 15 goals this season. I don't know where the 2 come from because I'm going to hit to say to it that Fabricio is calling in that he has going to hit to score 17 goals. I don't know where the 2 coming from, but when you look at this, they are really 15 goals. So 15 goals and 3 assists. Those are 18 goal involvements for the player. That is Joselu this season. So I don't see this deal happening, and I don't see Man United going in for Joselu. I tell you, United cannot go for Joselu. I tell you, they cannot go for Joselu. And if they happen to go in for Joselu, then I'll be very, very much baffled if at all they go ahead, because that will be an appalling move for Ineos. And when you look at their plan, they want to get in young players that have gonna hit, obviously see to it that they are really ready to go to the next level. Scoring a brace in the semi-final can be done by anyone. Nani has ever gonna hit to score a brace when playing against Bayern Munich at Old Trafford. Very many players can do that, but the question is who or what's the importance of the goals you're gonna hit to score and your age. You get? So if Joselu is really very important to Real Madrid, why don't they sign him on a permanent? Because he's on loan. You understand? However much wants to start Real Madrid, he's supposed to Real Madrid, but Madrid won't keep him there. They won't keep him around because they're going to get in Kylian Mbappe and Endrick. Endrick can lead the line, and Kylian Mbappe can also lead the line. So that is a clear indicator that it's done business with him and Real Madrid. All he can do is to win a Champions League, and obviously they're already going to hit win the La Liga. And that is a brace for you. After winning the brace, he walks away a happy man because it's a dream come true, you know. That is it for Joselu. Now let's go to Erik ten Hag being linked to Bayern Munich. The same person after one day has said Erik ten Hag will not be Bayern Munich's new manager. They will no longer pursue a move for the Dutchman. Hans Flick is now a hot candidate for Bayern. Now when I look at Bayern Munich, wanting Erik ten Hag is a huge indicator of how good this manager is, because people appreciate him. So I find this story as not concrete as it was, because even Fabrizio Romano has told us that Bayern's interest in Erik ten Hag isn't concrete. Some figures at the club are fans of him and they are informed on him and various other managers, but timing could be an issue. You get? He also added and said Bayern Munich will want to announce their new manager in the coming days, which could make anything involving Erik ten Hag difficult, as he's not listening to outside interest at the moment while the season is still going on. So this is a confirmation that there is no intent by Ineos to sack Erik ten Hag, because if there was an intent for Ineos to sack Erik ten Hag would have gone to take his entourage that, all right, Bayern Munich is interested in me, Man United, we are parting ways with them. The plan is simple. Get me in. Tell Bayern Munich I'm available. That is it. Tell them that I'm available. But because he's having his job at Man United and keeping it tight, that's why he cannot obviously see himself in a position of really leaving the side of of Manchester United. So I think Bayern Munich just got out of this because they knew to it that there is nothing they can do to obviously gate Erik ten Hag where they want him to be. You get? That is it. So that is Erik ten Hag for you, and looks like they are going to go in for Hans Flick. And I'm going to hit to see a story where Hans Flick is going to hit to be linked to Man United. And if I'm Hans Flick and Man United want me, I obviously go to Manchester United because Bayern disrespected him and sacked him because they fell out with the board. And ever since then, they haven't gone ahead to get a manager to obviously long live at Bayern Munich ever since Hans Flick really left. But the manager who took you because they were knocked out in the semi-final, they sacked him. You get? So that is exactly what you can come out and really complain about that side. But I tell you, I don't see Erik ten Hag leaving the club of Man United because of very many reasons that I'm here to give you in one of the videos that is going to be coming up next. From that, let's obviously go to Andre Onana, the goalkeeper of Man United. We've been told by the Mail Sport, Onana visited the Royal Manchester Children's Hospital last week when he surprised a number of children and their parents on the wards with signed shirts as well as their hospital gowns. Onana is said to have spent an hour with 6 children playing games and taking photos. Now, in a way of really winning the hearts of the community, Andre Onana has found himself doing this. And you just love him doing this because charity is really a very huge mover in this game of football. And if at all you know the power of charity, it's really important. It helps the club of Man United to sink deep into the communities and see to it that they groom young supporters. When you look at those people in the hospital, they're having parents, they're having relatives, they're having friends, and because of that act, that child will grow a Manchester United fan because the superstars have gone ahead to pay them a visit and they've gone ahead to share some time with them, and that strengthens the bond of Man United and its fans. And Andre Onana, though he has gone ahead to be a little bit erratic this season, he has gone ahead for me to have a good debut season. That is it. And however much is going to cost us goals, but we have a problem with the central defense that has gone ahead to change close to 30 plus times this season. So thanks for the good hearts and the good act coming in through from Andre Onana. It's really very good to really keep us going and give us the best that we deserve as a side of Manchester United. Now we call upon for your reactions into the comment section below. Joselu to United talks held. I know there might be a clique of United fans who believe that he can come in through having gone ahead to score a brace, but mind his age. We don't want to do what we did with Ronaldo, Cavani, Ibrahimovic, Veghorst, this other Nigerian, Igalo. So I don't want that to happen again at Man United. Let's go into the present. Let's leave the past gone and let's go into the present. What do you make about Andre Onana, charity activities, and Erik ten Hag to Man United stains revealed by Fabrizio Romano? May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rock and Heavy remains my name. Good morning, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Me out for now.